1061 The River, best of the 80s, 90s, and now guest in studio. I have Jay Smith, the owner and founder of Knoxville Haunted Ghost Tours. KnoxGhost.com is their website. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I am excited to be here for such a great radio station.
Oh, awesome. Well, compliments get you everywhere. Jay, tell us what you do with Knoxville Haunted Ghost Tours. What's this all about?
Well, I'm the founder of Haunted Knoxville Ghost Tours, and it's a unique, one-of-a-kind paranormal investigation ghost tour. It's unique in the country. What you experience on the investigation tour is you actually get to be a paranormal investigator for 2 hours. We train you, we put the equipment in your hand, and you get to go on an investigation. Because we put a survey out there and asked people who's been on a paranormal investigation. And the amount of people that did is very, very low. So we're actually giving you an opportunity to actually say, I've been on a paranormal investigation through the downtown area.
Okay, and this is somewhat akin to if people have seen something on television like Ghost Hunters or something along those lines?
Yes, and the neat thing about ours is you don't really know what you're expecting when you're watching Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunter. You don't really know whether it's TVized, if right. it's kind of built up to the suspense. There's none of those creepy sounds behind our tour while we're doing it. Dun, 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 dun. Exactly. Okay. There's none of that. But what you do get is you get real techniques. You learn how to actually investigate. Most people don't understand what's behind it scientifically. What do you need to do to really say this place is haunted? So what we do is we teach you how to do it, take you around downtown, and basically we have everyone work together. It's a team building exercise. So everyone works together, and if they work together properly, there's almost a 99% chance that there's going to be something unexplained on the tour because downtown is very haunted.
Okay. Yeah, now there's quite a few hot spots in Knoxville, correct?
Oh, definitely. Lots of hot spots. We're going to go to the famed $1 Million Fire location, which I feel that it's one of the most haunted locations in all of Knoxville. Most people hear about the Bijou Theater, but the Bijou Theater has a few different people who are haunting that location, but $1 Million Fire has a really good secret, a big secret behind it, and a lot of people perished in that fire. So we feel as though it's a really, really active location.
Do you run into a lot of skeptics in your line of work?
Oh, yes. You're always going to have skepticism with it because it doesn't seem to match to what we've been taught through the years. But skepticism is very, very healthy, and it's very important when you're doing investigations because it keeps us all grounded. If you're going to end up, feeling a breeze on your neck and you're going to say, boom, that's a ghost, you're not doing yourself justice or the investigation justice. We're basically saying if we have multiple things happening, floating EMFs, orbs, psychic sensitivity, temperature changes, when we have those things all together, that's more of a chance to be paranormal. But just one thing, we all know orbs can be dust, snow, rain. But when you end up putting orbs along with all the different kind of evidence at the same location, it's starting to pull things together and say, there's a possibility this could end up being a haunted location.
We're talking with the owner and founder of Knoxville Haunted Ghost Tours. You can find him online at KnoxGhost.com. How can people take part in this tour? And this isn't just an October thing, but I know that October is a huge month for you as Halloween approaches.
Oh, yes. How people can get involved with this is they can go to our website, which is KnoxGhost, which is KNOXGhost.com. And there's going to be links to taking you to purchasing your tickets. We have a mobile version, so if you actually pull up on your cell phone, it's actually very quick and very easy. So we have a toned down version for that. Will take you right to purchasing right off of your cell phone. All tickets have to be purchased in advance. You can't do it. You can't expect to go there for a 10 o'clock tour and expect to get on it. You need to get your tickets well in advance because we are in a sellout warning all throughout October.
Okay. For those who haven't ever been on something like this before, what can they expect? You can't get, they're guaranteed haunting. What do people expect? And how do they, once they go through this tour, does it change a lot of minds?
Oh my! Oh, I tell you what, you were talking, and I was just smiling the whole time because this is the part that really kind of touches my heart. Is the idea that this has been designed to be one heck of an investigation, one heck of a tour, and what people get review after review is it was an experience of a lifetime. When you go on these tours, you get to be that in Paranormal Investigator. The skeptics that come in, I've had multiple people say, yeah, I was with 3 skeptics and I was the believer. And by the end of the tour, everyone's mouth was dropped and was in shock. And it's so neat because we're not trying to change a skeptic's view, but a lot of times people are skeptic because of what they see on TV. This is a real life thing going on here that we're doing, and we really explain why we do so.
Okay, excellent. How can people take part in this?
go to knoxghost.com and purchase your tickets. They are $20 a person for adults and $16 for children. There are some coupons and discounts floating around, so I'm not going to tell you where. I'm going to make you do your research.
Is there an age limit on this? I mean, is this something that will scare kids?
Most kids are quite fascinated with it because I guess the sensitivity, they're okay with it. I guess they watch the TV shows and stuff. But this year, the first year since we started, we're going to actually open up to 9 to 12-year-old children tickets. So under 9, we don't really suggest because, again, we want it to be an investigation. We want it to be organized and be focused. And when you have young children, it's hard to really know what they're, how they're going to react and how they're going to be. But again, we're looking at $20 for adult and $16 for children.
Do people get scared on this, or are they kind of enlightened and they're not afraid anymore?
You'll get some scared aspect, but because there's no dun 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 behind it and screech screech, it's very informative, it's very educational, and people do get the creeps, but it's not like they're going to run for their lives like someone with a chainsaw is going to come around the corner. It's just very...
Ghost chainsaws don't cut.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not afraid of any ghosts, but if a ghost had a chainsaw coming around the corner, I just might change my point on that, but I really don't think they're going to come around the corner with a chainsaw.
All right. Knoxville Haunted Ghost Tours. Again, the website is knoxghost.com, Knox ghost.com. Find them online. Something fun to do throughout the October Halloween season, but you do this all year round, don't you?
We're getting a following. We're pushing to be more of a year-round tour, but we are doing the year-round thing. This was our first year doing a full year-round aspect. Of course, there's certain months during the seasons here that aren't really going to work. So like the winter months when you're dealing with December, January, February, the tours are on a little bit more of a scarce aspect just because it's getting so cold at nighttime. The last thing you want to do is be running around with earmuffs on and all that kind of stuff doing an investigation. So we tend to take a little bit of a break at that point.
Okay. It's the third season going on now. knoxghost.com to get all the information. Jay, thanks for joining us this morning.
Well, thanks for having me.